Hey Zero, how are you? How's it going? Just thought I'd come on for a little way. I getting caught up, doing a few things. Thought I'd hit this dragon's milk. How you doing? We had a hell of an ice storm here. Kind of cool, really. I like that kind of stuff. I've had this Astro or Toyota Sienna in my garage for about a year and a half. So I finally have got an appointment to get a license plate, and I just insured it a few minutes ago. I hate to say it, but I think I'm going to scrap the old Astro van. I added everything up. Even if I got a good deal on everything that it needs, now it could need more. You're looking at like 6 grand. Just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? I've been looking at Astro vans, trying to get another one. I think I'm gonna, if I can get that lifter fixed and maybe an intake manifold gasket, even that's iffy. Uh, I might, but it just doesn't make sense. I hate to part with it, but hey, Jeff. Yeah, I mean, I've had one. I was over at Anthony's, and that thing, I had a hard time starting it. So I'm wondering if I can even start it in the morning. So I went ahead and made an appointment to get my plates Friday, and I just insured it. I should have insured it a long time ago. Actually, it's only like another $700 a year or something. Oh, thank you, Zero. Appreciate it. Yeah, reliable vehicle. It doesn't mean to me what it means to most people. Honestly, I kind of take it as an adventure when I get broken down. I know that's insane. And if you consider that I just got back and I'm having these problems locally, that thing could have quit in the middle of Atlanta or going across that bridge in Cincinnati. Yeah, I love it. I figured it all out, Jeff. If I got, you need an intake manifold gasket, head gasket. Say I swapped out a engine, about 6 grand, really. It's not worth it. Hey, lady, how are you? So I just said, I just, I think that's what I'm going to do. I pulled the trigger, and at least I license that. What'd you get kicked out of, Zero? I don't remember that. My day is iffy. My van's on the fritz. Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, there's people out there dying of cancer, and I'm bitching about a van with 453,000 miles giving me trouble. I mean, I probably ought to be in an insane asylum. It doesn't owe me anything. Zero, I'm not. Did I kick you out? Were you blocked or something for a while, or what? Are you talking about somebody I interviewed, or what? No, I'm a little mixed up here. Goddamn YouTube's been acting weird again too. I think they got a damn marker on my account. My videos take way longer to upload. They're jacking me around when I contact customer service. They're not they're not recommending me anywhere. It doesn't really bother me that bad. I'd say on a 10 scale bothers me about a 2. I'm not losing any sleep over it. You know. Oh, personal experience in real life. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, it's not fun. I think it's all chemical. I do. I got on some new medication. I'll tell you one thing though. I've never had this happen my whole life. You read about these medications and the weight you gain, all this stuff. I'm not shitting you. I've gained an extra 18 pounds in a little over 17 days. Seriously. I had to buy a new pair of jeans. I haven't had to do that in 40 years. So I guess I'm gonna have to start working out or something. But I'm definitely put on some weight. No, you're right about that, Mike. Yep. I'm not on this Toyota Sienna. I'm getting a collision on it. It's not that much more. In the old days, if you had high miles, that's why you didn't have collision because they'd They'd look at the miles and they'd scrap it. And it's a little different now with what these vehicles are selling for. Yeah, medication, man. It's a crapshoot, that's for sure. Honestly, man, I tell you, man, I've certainly had my tailspins and that kind of stuff, and I don't. I think, at least in my case, it kind of sneaks up on you, and every time I wonder what's wrong with me, and I don't connect it to depression. I pissed away another couple of years this last time, because I tried a bunch of stuff. It worked for a while, but I think this Abilify is, other than getting fat, which is a small side effect, considering I think I was ready for a big nosedive again. No, that's exactly right. This is one of them, Jeff. That's true. Yeah, it's true. That's one of the side effects. That's all right. I'll get rid of it. That's the least of my problems, gaining some weight. I mean, I'd rather not, but what are you going to do? I'm getting my new glasses tomorrow too. $730. I've been feeling pretty good though. Uh, Better, much better. I'm actually cleaning. Oh, Dizero. Oh, good. How's your experience been with it? How much do you take too, if you don't mind me asking? I'm only taking 2.5 milligrams. Yeah. It's a different kind of depression that I have as I'm older. Like I go off on these crazy rants, like last night, just start talking about crazy shit. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of pejorative. In other words, when I talk about those stories or fictitious stories, uh, and I know what makes my brain work that way. Just like I was talking about getting somebody pregnant and having 4 Down syndrome babies. It's crazy how this stuff pops into your mind. Oh, why'd you do that, Zero? Why'd you quit doing that? But it's more of a. I will tell you this: it's killed my porn addiction. It really has. I haven't watched any porn hardly at all. I don't even feel like it. Getting fat instead. I'm fine with getting fat if it keeps me from being so damn depressed. It's a different kind of depression. It's not like, I want to kill myself. It's just like, oh, God, man. I think I got some kind of terminal disease I can't figure out. I'm just so shocked that I made it this far. It's unbelievable. Those are, I wish the best of luck to you. I mean, that's just words, doesn't mean shit, but I know the feeling, believe me. Does your scream name, is there any significance to that? Too much going on. Yeah, I know what you mean. It does, big time, Jeff. Excuse me, it does. Yep. It makes me, I don't ruminate and I am motivated. I was dead tired for like 2 years. First, I thought it was the hot, then I thought it was the cold. I mean, I got this shit bad, man. It's amazing I'm still alive. Hey, Lana. My 5 year anniversary will be coming up from really going off the deep end this June. I don't, it's not even appropriate to say that I don't regret it because, how do you, like, you don't have an opportunity to, you're going to feel how you're going to feel about it when it happens and let the cards fall with him. As I say all the time, gave you anxiety? Yeah, see, it helped my anxiety. My anxiety was getting through the roof, man. I'm not shitting you. I was going batshit crazy. You think as you got older, you'd calm down? Oh, thank you. Well, so far, so good. Now, I can still fly off the handle, but it takes the bars set much higher. You know, I got so damn lucky meeting a couple people in the last 5 years. That's made a big difference, too. My whole life, here I was damn near 61 years old before I had any really solid friends that I truly looked forward to getting together with. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. So we'll just see. I ordered another. I got a new video camera, Jeff. I got a bid on another Sony too, a low light one. I got my fluid head is supposed to come tomorrow on my carbon fiber tripod. Well, the reason I got that is because no matter how careful you try to be, when you have something on a tripod, even if you've got a quality ball head or whatever, it's still shaky. I'm kind of a nervous guy anyway, and I want to do some good animal videos. They don't get views for shit, but I don't really care about that. Look, I'd rather have a lot of views instead of not many, but I'm not jumping through any hoops for it. So I'm going to join the Toledo Zoo and go down there and do that. Really quality, like professional. That's why I got a better camera, a better tripod. That's it. That's it, Zero. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to be steady though, man, with like animals. Like take penguins swimming around and stuff. I've been just putting it off too long. GoPro's been working good. I've been using the hell out of those things. I've certainly got my money out of GoPros, big time. But I think they're kind of like electric cars. They're stuck. Yeah, it is. Yep, Josh. Yep, sure is. Hey, Frisky, how are you? Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I like bird migration too, but I want to do some really good ones. I want to do a more professional product. Let's put it that way. I had a bunch of interviews signed up, but I left town and then I had to do a couple things unexpectedly. So I'm going to get back on those. I had like 20 interviews lined up. Yeah. I'm going to get to them. I got a couple more days of babysitting. Oh, Fortin Junction? Oh, okay, Josh. When's the last time you think you saw me? No, look up Fluid Head, Jeff. Fluid Head. They're expensive. Mine was like 1650 used. I bought it from a filmmaker in LA. I've got I'll give you the model number and stuff. Depends what you're doing. If you're just putting a camera in front of, playing a band or something, you don't need that. But if you're following something moving, it makes a big difference. Oh, okay, Josh. Did we ever speak? Did I ever talk to you? Did Poncho's open back up? Seems like I might have ran into you down near the river one time. Yeah. Fluid head, yeah. It's the best you can get, believe me. Forget that gimbal, all that other bullshit. I mean, they're better than others, but fluid head is where it's at. It's hydraulic fluid, basically compressed, and everything's very smooth. Oh, okay. Yeah, if I wasn't doing this, I want, and another big reason I got it, Jeff, is for airplanes taking off and landing. Now, this new camera I got is much better than the old one, the other one, because if I was like hand holding, it was just terrible. Hey, Salty, how you doing? Shaky ass, looks like a goddamn child was drinking monster drinks filming it. I just got tired of it. Sorry I didn't make it down to Florida, Salty Girl. Okay, yeah, yeah, good night, Josh. I bred camels for 5 years, David. Did you know that? Single hump, the dromedary. Oh yeah, I'd like to see that. Yeah, I do want to get down to Florida again now that I've got air conditioning in this other vehicle. I don't mind coming down there, party with you. Take you to Bizarro's, get a pizza. I'm going to quote poetry to you if you don't mind. Yeah, I don't know about that, Zero. We'll party all night, Salty. Get you that big pizza and sit there and watch the sea turtles lay eggs. You ever do that? Go down there and watch those turtles lay eggs? It's pretty damn impressive, I'll tell you that. You look at the distances, those things. You know, you can get a free app, Shark Tracker. A lot of these big great white sharks hang out around there. You couldn't get me to swim in there for $1 million. I can't swim for shit anyway. I love all animals. Bees. As I said before, I was considering raising maggots and leeches for burn patients until I found out that you had to destroy them after they did their job, and I just can't do that. I'm not doing it. I worked at a wildlife rehab, hand-fed about 50 baby deer, fawns, about 20 loons, 10 blue herons, 8 bald eagles, 1 osprey, and all sorts of other stuff. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, Satellite Beach, sure have. I know a black guy that's a fantastic guitar player from Satellite Beach. Yeah, yep. Never went to the Red Leopard, but I'm familiar with Satellite Beach. Did that area bounce back after they basically canceled the space program? So what else? Now I'm going to tell you guys this, and you can't. I'm not going to tell you who it is, so don't ask me. But there's somebody that's on this chat all the time that is a very famous published author. They're very interactive in the chat. And when I first realized that, I thought this has got to be some kind of mistake. And then the second thing I thought was, my God, lady, you've hit rock bottom. Isn't that kind of cool, though? I'm thinking to myself, how does this lady not think I'm an absolute kook? This must be like a break. Now, as I told you guys before, I'm not name dropping. My best friend was a Catholic priest for 10 years in Chicago. And he told me one day when we were drinking wine that what he liked about our relationship was that I treated him like a regular guy, which meant I was talking about fucking and sucking and blowjobs and porn. And he said it was the best day off he ever had in his life. And I said, well, you're a man of the cloth, and this is all Satan's work. Isn't that a bit ironic? And he said, no, because there's still like the male bonding that goes on that you separate from your duties as a man of the cloth. And he said it was fun just being a regular guy sometimes. And everybody else, when they found out he was a priest, were saying shoot and damn it and stuff like that. I'll give you an example. One time we were eating breakfast and we were talking, swearing. And the waitress said, hey, guys, I overheard you guys talking. She said, you guys are characters. She said, can I ask you what you do for a living? It's like, sure. I said, he's a Catholic priest and I'm a private detective. She said, yeah, right. Isn't that crazy, Lana? I'm talking about like big time renowned. You know her too, Lana. I'm not going to tell you who, though. Don't ask me who, because I think she would like to remain anonymous. And I just found out through a fluke. Really kind of interesting to me. Yeah, I miss that guy. He's a good guy. I have a video up. If you Google, if you go in the search bar, the other priest was famous too. That was him. He died about 6 weeks later. Yeah, it was tough, man. That was part of the reason I got out of Chicago. I was already heading south mentally, and that put the cherry on the top. The president of McDonald's chartered us an airplane and a limousine, took him down to Cleveland Clinic. Oh yeah, it's a fun read, all right. Yeah. I'm going to have air conditioning this Friday. I just looked at that Toyota van. It is a nice van. Nope. This is all this person does. It's their living. No, they're two roller derby queens, Rita and Mary. You know, Mary's got to get surgery on her foot. Mary's such a sweet person. I feel bad because she likes to jog and all that shit. Man, that foot pain's a bitch. She's got to get pins in her foot. You wish it was you, Frisky? Yeah, be careful what you wish for. That's a gift like anything else. Yeah, I know. That's a tough one. I think it probably will be. You know, I hope it will be. You never know. I mean, some person breaks her foot. Of course, you hope it'd be good, but I always hope they have a good doctor. That's what I could say. No, no way. I'm not doing it. I will run it by her and ask her because she doesn't even know that I know. I don't think. Oh, I believe you did. I can tell you this: that I've made comments before when she's in the chat. How well written her posts are. No, writing's very difficult. Yeah, it's a gift. It's like anything. Hard puncher, fast runner, writing ability. You know, writers are very interesting. Actually, I read some of the reviews, and it's like they say it's the greatest stuff they've ever read in their life. Yeah. Godspeed. What is that, by the way? How about Johnny Wadspeed? Linda Lovelace speed. Yeah, it's truly a talent. So that's what I'm going to do. I put a bid in on a 1968 Dodge Class B motorhome. Lost. Sold for 25 grand. I bid 22. Really cool looking. It's fine by you? Oh, that's good. I think it is. Whatever mama wants, speed. Yep. Yeah, it's probably true. And she's really active, so I hope it's not like a long rehab. You know, my doctor buddy says that you don't age gracefully, it's chunks. And that's a perfect example. Hopefully not with her, but you break a foot, you get inactive, you favor the other foot, you get a hip problem, you gain weight, your blood pressure goes up. This is what he talks about when he talks about aging in chunks. Big incidents happen that are the beginning of the end. It's interesting, really. I think it is. I got some nice rocks for Mary, and Penny's a big rock collector too. You know, the crazy thing is that Georgia granite, they use it all over to fill ditches and stuff like that. It's beautiful. Looks like a big giant diamond sparkling. I mean, not quite, but it sparkles a lot. Beautiful rock. Yeah, I think it's nice. I was supposed to get my damn proof of insurance. Guy said it'd take about 5 minutes, and I still don't have it. I hope I get it tomorrow. I need it for tomorrow. Yeah, well, this is a guy that's practiced for 40 years. Another thing he says too, Meeser Mom, and that is if you're 50 years or older, don't get on a ladder, no matter how tall it is. 3 foot, 5 foot, 7 foot. Do not do it. To clean the eaves troughs out, whatever. And here's a guy, and another thing too, when you're older, 60 and above, do not have a fan blowing on you in the summer. Like at night in the summertime, that's the number one cause of pneumonia for older people. Yeah, that's something. Oh, copper, that's interesting. I remember I had a grandfather that wore a copper bracelet for arthritis. Probably a big bunch of bullshit. Because they fall off and it's like you lose balance, your muscle strength isn't the same. Oh, 62, yeah, don't do it. Because you'll fall off. You think you're just going to go up there like you did when you're 20. And, people seem to be poor assessors of their conditions. And once you fall off a ladder at 62, and it's not going to be like 22. Could be the beginning of the end. Isn't that crazy? 62. Jeff, how old are you? I know how old Frisky is. I know how old Lana is. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you remember this or not. I talked about it earlier. That guy, I would go to the fish market, Scallywags in Traverse City, get the good whitefish. And he died. Good guy. Jamie. I was just in there about a month ago and did a live, and he came up, and we hadn't talked in a long time. Super good guy. Deader than a doornail, tits up. The restaurant's temporarily closed. There was a lady that kind of ran it for him. So I would have thought that somehow she would have just kept on going. But she probably didn't have access to the bank accounts. I don't know, but kind of sad to see him go. That's the first time I'd run into Jamie in like 5 years. Really an interesting guy. Oh, you're feeling a chunk now? Yeah, there you go, Mr. Mom. Yeah, that's true. Hip, they've really come a long way with hip surgery, though. I wouldn't worry about it. You get the other one done, you'll be fine. Seriously. I mean, that's not the chunk, really. I mean, I know what you mean, and it could be, but don't think it's a surefire thing. Hips are really miraculous. We got a guy up here that people come from all over the country to get their hips replaced, Dr. Weber. Yeah, just hang in there, Meeser Mom. Cut down your calories during that time. It's hard to do. He called me today. Darren. Yeah, I talked to him for about a half hour. He's got some stuff he wants me to help him on with his ancestry. They're fucking him around on some fishing permit someplace. He was going down to Detroit. He has some federal lawsuit with some Indian stuff. Yeah, he said he's going to have it in June. He's a good guy. Oh, good for you, Meeser Mom. Great. Yeah, Darren Lapine. Yeah, he called me today. It's funny you should say that. I got to feel a little sad about this Jamie guy dying. It bothers me a little bit. But I've been in kind of a funk too, and not a big one though. Nothing like the old days. And I think when you combine that with that, it's like, oh, God, man. Death is so humbling. It's over, man. That's a tough pill to swallow. Whether it's a pet or our ex-police chief just died. Good riddance, motherfucker. What an asshole. I won't miss him a bit. Oh, yeah, he's a crazy guy, Jeff. I'm serious, man. It's not my business to go out and tell everybody his downside, but Darren is crazier than hell. You would not want him mad at you. Big, huge balls, too. He does, man. I'm telling you, man. These Native Americans, you say, oh, you're stereotyping. That's exactly what you tell us not to do. I'm telling you, man, these guys have balls. Especially on Lake Superior. He said he's taking me out in the maiden voyage. Won't that be a cool video? I'm telling you, man, these Native Americans really get screwed. When I upload the videos, nobody watches them. No, yeah, don't let that get you down, Meeser, because you've met an age. It's all how you're going to manage this in the future. No, yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. I get it. I think what's realistic, that's the tough one. You're going to find out. All right, Salty. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, yeah. He's Darren's cool. Yeah, take a look at the videos. Yeah, you'll be okay. Get that second hip fixed. You'll be getting that hard body back again. 62, so you've probably been into menopause about 12 years. Isn't it amazing how when the sexual desire leaves, how much of a piece of the pie that takes out of life? I think that. Nothing like a new romance when you're young. I don't think I get those feelings if I won the Powerball. Just like someone you meet, you're getting along, and you're young, and you don't know shit. Yeah, God, there's not a better state of mind in the world. No, that's it. That's true, Jeff. Yeah. Yeah, I use that thing now you sent me for my phone. I'm using it quite a bit lately. Jeff, do you want a laser? You think you'd have fun with a laser? You could shine it in your kids' eyes when they didn't brush their teeth. Naive. Yeah. No, I know the feeling. Maybe our dating profiles will look a lot alike. Interest, none. Hey, Christine. No. I thought it was pretty cool, though. This guy said I get that email, and I didn't get it. I bet he spelled read wrong. Hey, Bo Buck, how you doing? Do you guys want to come on, party? Anybody want to come on here? Forgot to post this. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm gonna get a hold of all these people. I think you got to click this button to show these comments. It's a pain in the ass. Why, Christine? Why? Good night, Jeff. You party on. I got some parts for you, it looks like. I scrapped this baby. You need anything off that Astrovan? Because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the radiator and the window motors, electric window motors. Anything you need, you let me know. I'll wrench that thing right off that baby. Oh my God. I've been on a few boards. Church, Humane Society, Private Detective Board, fucking Marble Club, never again. Condo Board. No, you wouldn't want me on there. They get nothing done. I give you the seat cover, but I'll be honest with you, those are cheap pieces of shit, Jeff. But if you need a mirror or caps or anything, bumper, I'll torque that fucker right off there. Interior parts. Oh, I didn't know that, Dave. I want to go to that zoo you're talking about. Yeah, that'd be cool. Sometimes I just think of selling everything and going back to college. It's just such a colossal waste of time. This Atlanta guy wants to build me a house on his property, pay for everything. I like it down there, but I don't think I like it that much. I mean, I got the keys to their Hilton Head place and I never go. Not on mine, you didn't. Not on my Astrovan, you didn't. You mean on your vehicle? Yeah, missing hubcaps a pain in the ass. You can get them on eBay, though. Green alligators and long neck geese. Some humpty-back camels and some chimpanzees. Yeah, isn't that your crane thing crazy? Oh, Corolla, you can get them all over. That's easy to get, Frisky. I can find you one if you're worried about it. Yeah, it looks so hillbilly with the missing hubcap. Really does. My Astrovan barely started when I left Anthony's. I'm a little worried about it. That kind of motivated me to insure this Toyota and get it out of the garage. Excuse me, hon. Excuse me, honey. Because there were green alligators and long neck geese, humpty-back camels, and some chimpanzees. Wow, you hungry? Oh, did you? How much did I get for that, Frisky? How much? $30? What do you want? Go pee pee? It's only 8 degrees out. Yeah, it sure is. Yeah. Yeah, Camry Toyotas are good vehicles. Yeah, I think they are. Oh, okay. Yeah, good for you. Make sure you put it on there tight enough. Yeah, I hear a car coming out here. It's kind of weird. I think it's the Burger King manager. Come on, Daisy. Come on in here, honey. Come on, girl. Hey, get in here. Come on. Come on. Good job. Good job. Come here. Get over here. Come on. Hey, get in here. Come on, get in here. Good girl. Yeah, good luck, KK. Yeah, it's cold out. It's no, it's actually -4 right now. -4. Oh, good for you, Frisky. -4 degrees. That's cold. I think that's the tie for the coldest that I've known about. Yeah, get it on there. Make sure you get it on there good. Oh, on Friday. That's why that came off. You ought to make them pay for it. That's what I do. Nope. Yeah, everybody has a different take. It's true. Let me give you my take. I don't give a fuck. It's a long ways away. I mean, I hope people don't get killed, but that's about it. I got my own goddamn problems. Worry about those wackos. Anytime the Russians involved, it's some fucked up crazy shit. I say fuck them all. Not much rust. Not much. Not bad. But it does have rust. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Rob. Yeah, right. Yep. I'm not in the stock market, so I don't care about that either. What's going on with all that Bitcoin stuff? Does anybody know? Yeah, no, not too much rust, Dave. Why, do you want it? Do you need it? It's not worth saving. I don't think. I wouldn't do it. You don't like that? How you doing? No, man, you don't need to do that. I mean, I would pay for it. I got a Toyota. I just insured it, and I'm getting a plate Friday. Nope. I'm not going to tell you. Even if you say who it is, I'm going to say it's not them. Oh, pyramid scheme? I wouldn't doubt that. What isn't? 452K party? What is that? Everybody wrenches, yeah. You want one, Measurement? Measurement? Oh, okay. That's as good a reason as any. Yeah, I know it. Digital art. Yeah, it's nuts. You're going to have to prove yourself as the utmost highest integrity amongst internet chatters. Don't start bothering me. Daisy wants to go to bed. No, no, hon. Not yet. Daisy has about 20 different voices. What, hon? We're not going to bed yet. What do you want? What? Come here. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Where you want to go pee pee some more? Want to go pee pee some more? Go pee pee some more? Must have rushed her. All right. She wants to go out and protect the homestead some more. Even that guy in Georgia, he kept saying how smart Daisy is. Oh, thank you. Isn't that one of those half battery hybrid things, Dave? Is your daughter's arm all healed?
Hey, what's up?
How are you? You're looking better.
Thanks.
Yeah, anytime. Your audio is a lot better. Hey, Jenny. How come your audio is so much better?
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah, it's way clearer and stuff. I
My
think.
little thumbnail or I don't know, avatar or profile picture. That's my friend is a several of my friends and uh,
Graphic artist?
what did you say?
A graphic artist?
Yeah. They're
Spit it out, goddammit.
graffiti artist.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you think they could do some T-shirts for me?
Um, yeah.
Yeah, serious. I'm serious, man. That's the kind of stuff I want.
My brother-in-law could definitely I'll ask him and he could draw it up. The guy who drew that mural, who spray painted that mural there in the profile, very good friend of ours. Unfortunately, he had a severe stroke and
Oh,
paralyzed his writing hand and painting hand, and so now he's in a tough battle. But
that's really good art.
that mural is, oh man, it's 4x8 sheets. I'd say it's probably, I'll have to count it. I'd say it's probably 15 or 20 4x8 sheets long. He did a mural for the Figgy Art. It's I think I can't remember what they called it. I'll send you a link of the uh,
No, that's good art. Really good art.
and
Yeah,
my brother-in-law does just as good artwork. I showed you some of his artwork and at the
yeah. No, it was good. I didn't know it was your brother-in-law.
yeah, it's my brother-in-law that does all that artwork there. He has an art studio there in that basement. I cracked the door open and kind of shot a picture of shot the camera in the little art studio he had down there. A lot of stuff is art in progress, and he's got cameras set up all in there as well. So anytime activity goes on in the room, he gets all kinds of notifications and all this crap. But I mean, I'm
No,
more than
yeah, that's the kind of stuff I want to get done. I just haven't had an easy time. I want to get like one done of me with like that makes my arms look huge and a big bulge in my pants. I mean, why wouldn't I represent myself the way I wanted it to be?
yeah. He could definitely do it.
Cool.
I'll get a hold of him and ask him. I know. Well, actually, he works.
Yeah, I'm not cheap either. I'm not because I know you. I'm not trying to get it half off or anything.
Yeah.
I just want a caricature of me with
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a big old Johnny Wad schlong.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
like the in that kind of face,
Like,
but like on a good body.
yeah, yeah. And then we have like a Astro van wheelbarrow. You like,
Yeah, yeah. No,
you got your
exactly.
balls. You know how you like haul your balls in a wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
Like the Astro van's a wheelbarrow.
No, but I want it to be like pants, but like I don't like brag about it. You just see him and it gets the wheels turning.
You're right, dude.
No, I just hand people out these T-shirts. It's like, oh, who's that? It's like it's me. And then they'll look at me and they'll look at the T-shirt and they'll think, what's going on here? And then it's mission accomplished. Yeah,
There
I'm just tired of these, stupid "Have a nice day" T-shirts. I want something like sexy, like Jenny says. Jenny, you're going to get one just for making that comment. Definitely deserve one. They're going to tell me to grow up, and they figured I'd do something like that. And I'll know right then I picked the right design.
you,
Sounds good.
you'll have all the women following you around town.
Yeah, no, they say that doesn't interest them like you'd think. That's like a guy thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's folklore. Yeah. Oh, here's Dave. Dave's a good guy. Dave gets out there and does some cool shit too. Yeah, I'm interested, Dave. Yeah, I'll buy it from you. Pervert. Yeah, what's wrong with that? You know when you're a pervert, when you turn about 50, up in that you're a decent guy, a guy women were interested in. Then once you get around 50, morph into a pervert. Things change, man. It's a moving target. They don't like that.
You.
How you doing out there with the women out there? You're single now, aren't you?
Oh no, I got a girlfriend.
Oh, what's she do?
She works for an orthopedics doctor.
Okay, how long you been going with her?
Oh, about 2 years.
White girl?
Yeah.
Good for you.
I could hook you up with her mom.
How old?
She's about your age.
Yeah, no, you can have it. I know why she's available because she's about my age. Daisy, do not start bothering me. I'll break
Her
your
dad
back
passed away.
vertebrae.
Her dad passed away of cancer, and
Oh,
her mom has hardships, and dad was the breadwinner. So her sister, my girlfriend's mother moved in with her, so she's got mom with girlfriend. With my mom lives. Her mom lives with the two girls, and she has a son who's turned 18.
how's her body?
You
Hey,
know,
Christine.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, my
Don't like that. It's trying to set me up with some old lady.
oh,
Daisy, shut up before I beat you.
Tom's
Daisy,
trying to hook with all the girls at the cafe. The crap.
Tom's got enough ladies looking to hook up.
Oh, yeah.
He's
They're
good.
all nuts. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Hey, Christine, why is the club maybe closing?
Well, we lost our charter.
Why?
I'm not sure. I'm not up with. I'm on the auxiliary, and this is the Airy, the Eagles clubs. I'm not sure how they all run, but we've had the state people in there, and they're trying to help us. Actually, I might actually be on the books now, getting paid, which is a good thing for me because as of now, I make $7 an hour under the table, which sucks. So,
What's that actually mean? Like
Brutal.
losing your charter?
it just means that
You got to pay tax?
we are a nonprofit, so we don't pay any taxes. But it just means that the Grand Airy could come in any day and just lock the doors, and we would lose everything. they could take everything our club owns, everything like everything I've like done for the club, everything I've donated, it'd be gone. They would just take it.
That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very bad.
They're not happy thoughts.
But you know, they were pretty good. They came in, the state came in with us, and the best thing that happened is they said that I would be able to get on the books, which is what I want. I want to be paid, have tax taken out, get money in my retirement, whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm all for
They're
that.
turning into a swingers club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some
Tom,
more off the books.
You ever been to
action.
one of those?
Hey, Tom, we'll be a swingers club, but then you have to be a trustee.
Have you ever been to one of those?
No, but I remember the one that in the Bridgeport, where the Cracker Barrel is in Bridgeport. Next door used to be, there's a mansion there. Used to be a swingers club.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jenny, I have it, but I never use it. I have like 3,900 Facebook things I never answer. Oh, thank you, Dave. That's all. Well, good luck with that, Christine. You let
I
me
know.
know when I got to padlock that place. I'll come down there. We'll tie one on.
Yeah, we will. Hell yes. I'll order your beer. And everything.
Tom, do you really not care at all about this whole?
No, you know, and
That's
that, I know it.
happening
I know
in
it
the world.
sounds ignorant as hell, but no, I really don't. I mean, I hope people don't get killed in that.
I
kind
mean,
of
people are gonna get killed.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
I
pretty
mean,
much guaranteed.
I got enough fucking things to worry about other than that goddamn place.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I feel like there might be some consequences down the line, but
Yeah,
we
we're
won't see
this-
them
this
immediately.
shit's all, you know. I probably should care about it, but I don't. Man, when I turn that switch off, I can do it with a lot of shit. Friendship.
There's enough things to worry about in this world, you know.
I fucking.
I agree. I talk her at work right now, and she's batshit crazy.
That old bag that wouldn't let me in.
No, this other one.
Oh,
This-
another one, more than one. Huh? Thanks, Dave.
She's been coming to my house, coming to my work, texting me. I mean, she's just like, it's crazy. I can't even She sends me these crazy texts saying, you know, I've never hated anybody more than I hate you. And she's trying to say that my daughter's boyfriend owes her money because they play the poker machines together, which
Yeah.
he doesn't know her shit.
Yeah,
That
It
sounds a little unhinged.
And she has no friends now.
just ignore
And I'm sorry,
her.
but
She must definitely be on YouTube.
no, she's not. She's Kay Abbott,
Yeah, just blow her off.
but she has no friends now. Nobody. She's barred from like every bar in Carlton and Zilwaukee, Tom.
Oh wow.
And she's got 3 dogs, and I'm just afraid with her being, you know, so cut off, they're gonna find her dead with her dogs eating her face. That's what I feel.
Oh, well, what kind of dog?
Crazy.
She's got 2 rat terriers that are freaking crazy, and then she's got a poodle mix.
Oh wow. All right, Jennifer, I will.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to bed
So-
now. Talk to
All
you
right, you
later.
go night night. Try not to dream about me tonight.
I'll try. I'll try not to.
All right.
Yep. Night.
All right. Good night, Christine.
Good night, honey.
That's no problem, Jenny. No problem.
Good night.
Save the text and get a gun. There's some good advice.
Yeah, right.
How you been, Bopak?
I'm doing all right.
Good. How's the jobs going?
Work's been slow, but one of the benefits of sort of being a independent contractor, self-employed, you can
Yeah.
find
Have you
work
talked?
where there is work to be done.
Have you talked to Michelle lately?
Only briefly, like a little while ago.
How's her thing going? Her channel.
I don't know. Sometimes she'll upload streams for like 5 minutes and then take them down or stop them. You know, I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah. Probably going crazy.
Well, I hope not, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know is right. Well, best of luck to her.
I mean, it's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, no, it is. You gotta. I mean, you gotta get lucky on YouTube. I mean, it all depends what you're looking for. See, I never gave a fuck. I wasn't even like monetized till like 3 years ago, and then I thought maybe I'll try this. But if you're into the views and the subscribers and all that shit, I mean, you just totally horror yourself out. I see it all the time, and it never really interested me. If I was younger, maybe it would have, but I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, and there's even a funny kind of like correlation between that kind of attitude and being successful. You know, I think that like you can do it in a careful, engineered manner, but the odds that you'll get lucky like that are actually probably less than just sort of
No, true.
doing your own thing and
Yeah,
sticking
true.
with it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, even now, like if you offered me $10,000 to go out and try and get a viral video, I couldn't do it. You never know what I couldn't do it. I don't know what it is. It's not like it's a weird formula. You know, I wouldn't give a fuck about a viral video anyway. To be honest with you, if I could hide those goddamn views, I would. Stupid. But you see people like I think she had. Well, honestly, unrealistic expectations. And it's pissing her off, or she's probably getting, thinking it's taking too long. But fuck, I was on there forever, man, for anybody who watched my videos. I remember like a long time ago, a guy said to me, "You've got 50 subscribers." Wow. I remember seeing a guy one time that had 2,300 videos uploaded. And I thought, God damn, that's unbelievable, man. How did you ever do that? And I'm thinking it must have took forever. Now I've got 13,500.
God,
Crazy. Yeah, I know. It's nuts.
Yeah, it is.
But I upload everything.
They only care about
Both
subscriber
pockets that
count anymore, though.
Is that what it is? That's what people that don't get it. Depends what you're looking for. Yeah, that's the ultimate pissing contest. Subscribers.
Well, I mean, they're a business. They're just they want people tuned in and clicking skip ad.
Yeah, skip ad's not good if that's what you're into. But you can get non-skippable ads and all that crap. I never do it, but you can do it. I don't even watch that shit, to tell you the truth. I could probably. I mean, I know I have ads now. YouTube monetizes channels even if you don't qualify to get any income. So, in the old days, if somebody said, "Well, I'm not monetized," and you didn't see an ad, well, you knew that they were telling the truth. Now you could have a channel out there with 2 subscribers, and you're going to see an ad on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yep.
It's funny because I feel like most of my favorite channels on YouTube just they're like demonetized.
They'll do it.
They don't even have ads on them.
They will. It's a weird company, man. They're going Disney now. They don't want dirty talk or drug talk, even if it's legal.
Well, this adults watching content that's demonetized on YouTube is such a small fraction
It is.
of the traffic.
Well, that's what they tell you when they decide to ding your videos, like they did mine with interviews with prostitutes. They'll tell you, don't worry, you're still going to get ad revenue from the premium members. Yeah, it's less than 20 million. It's a fucking joke. Yeah, they can skip through. I tell people all the time, I've never one time said any of that bullshit. I don't give a fuck.
Did you ever see anything about that kind of controversy about the massive quantity of 4Kids videos that were being uploaded to YouTube that were just kind of really really bizarre, kind of like disturbing.
No, there was a guy that used
orchids
to. No,
videos.
there was a guy that lived in Coal City, Illinois, kind of a dumpy town down not far from the Mississippi. And he was doing these videos with his kids where they'd like act like they were throwing up and shit. And I know for sure for a while that guy was making like 30 grand a month. I mean, he was killing it. This was like maybe 8 or 10 years ago. And one day they just, decided that, it was vulgar or inappropriate or exploitative or whatever. And they demonetized that fucker.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that they eventually kind of came around to it, and there was that whole legal situation with the European Union, because Google is international company, obviously,
Right.
so they have to worry about
Yeah.
law changes in different parts of the world, and the EU passed a bunch of regulations that kind of, I don't know, it forced their hand in a number of
Yeah, probably did.
yeah.
Dave, be careful with all that shit. See, I had GoPro want to sponsor me at one time. And I'm not that kind of guy, man. I swear to God. I tell people all the time, you're never going to find smoking gun. If they said to me, hey, look, we'll come up with a program and we'll divide the money to the people that have been on your channel. Yeah, do that. But anytime you agree to these sponsorships like GoPro, and I'd say, yeah, GoPro's cool. Send me, all of a sudden I'm a total fucking horror for $350 cameras they sent me. Less than $1,000. I'm jumping through hoops, and they're emailing me and said, you were talking about dildos the other night. You made some gay jokes, and that's not what we want to represent. And I'm like, fuck you, man. Now you want to send me $100,000 a month? I'll suck a donkey dick.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, do you just want to make videos, or
Yeah,
do you
for
want
that
this
fucking
to
chunk
be
change,
like,
free goddamn cameras, it's not happening. So
Okay.
to me, it's more important where the bar's set to just be my real self and be able to tell people to fuck off and block them and ban them and call them dykes. It's enlightening to me. I'm just not that personality. It's probably going to bite me in the ass one day. I've come close to getting kicked off before, but big fucking deal. I was doing all right before eBay or YouTube came around. eBay sucks, by the way.
Yeah, eBay fucked.
It was really
Last 10
good
years
for a
it's
long
really
time.
fucked.
Yeah, it really sucks. You can't even talk to a person now.
Yeah, eBay got weird. I don't know exactly when it happened, but I had a lot of good experiences buying stuff off
Me
eBay.
too.
But yeah, I don't know what happened exactly there.
They
What did
own
you
you.
sell on
That's true.
eBay, Tom? To the
I didn't. I
that
mostly
guy down
bought.
there
I
in,
probably sold like 200 things. You can look up my eBay. It's Detroit River. I've been on there since '98,
What's
man. I had about 10 years of eBay, man, where it was just like one balls to the walls vacation.
was that a
Buying cool
giant
shit.
stained glass window or something that you sold to that guy down there in Georgia?
Yeah, I
Or
sold.
Atlanta?
I sold him $300,000 worth of Civil War letters. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
really?
what he bought. Yeah, and then when he saw the stuff that I had and he wanted the most, I discounted the fuck out of it, man. I mean, I was in a goddamn mental depression, and my thinking on that shit was I knew what I was doing. I just didn't go out and buy junk. I always, the criteria I used was historically relevant. I've still got one good collection left that I'll show you guys someday. But I thought, well, when I'll get older, I'll just piece this stuff out. And then basically, I wouldn't call it a nervous breakdown, but it was definitely a fucking, dungeon of fucking depression. And I thought, you know what? Fuck this shit. I realized early on that I'm just not the personality to fuck around and answer a bunch of questions and lowball and motherfuckers. And I realized that I was just going to be a really bad seller. I didn't like the small talk. This wasn't the biggest transaction in the world. And I realized how much time it took to put together a good description of what it was I was trying to get rid of. And I thought to myself, I've got so much of this fucking shit. I'd need to live to like 125 years old to sell it all. So when this guy came along, he said, what do you want for it? I gave him a sweetheart deal. I fucking sold it at a discount rate. And you know what? My thinking at the time was, I'm not going to have to fuck with any of this.
Yeah.
Sell it, send it, doesn't get there. It's not what you said. You're a douchebag. They're tying up my PayPal. It was not fucking worth it to me. So it was worth it to me to fire sale it, and I needed the money and get one big goddamn check written to me. I paid off all the debt that I had, paid my back taxes, paid off everything, didn't have any bills, and had about $100,000 left over. To me, that was attractive. And I didn't need to take some shit fucking job that I couldn't stand. And it allowed me to just go out and fuck off with my YouTube. Do you blame me?
Tom, you don't see yourself as a potential used car salesman?
I'd sell used cars, but I'll tell you one thing. If I did, they'd be like legit. There ain't any goddamn peanut and a walnut shell scam.
Passing off lemons.
Yeah, no way would I do that shit, man. I thought if I ever owned a used car dealership, I would, first of all, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't legit. And if you look at the odds, the numbers, and you're selling, let's say, 500 used cars a year, if I sold one to some poor sucker, I sold it to him under good faith. And if the engine blew, I just take it out of my goddamn pay. It's not worth it to me, man, for, $2,500 or $3,000 for some guys thinking that he got fucked. It's not. Just cover it.
A car dealership across from the pool hall. My friends of the family and friends of the neighborhood, his parents owned and operated this pool room, and I was working there, part time and on the weekends, and a lot of times it was dead. We get there in the morning and not much business, so we just screw off and picking up trash in the back parking lot. The back parking lot was pretty isolated. You really couldn't see it much from the busy front access road. And I'd say probably 100 yards, maybe 200 yards away, there was a big car dealership, used cars, new cars, GM and cars. And many times, we'd taking out some trash or whatever, weekends, and the back parking lot's completely empty. And you see one or two cars parked way in the far back corner. And so, it's in the morning times, and so it's kind of chilly, and you could see the exhaust coming out of the tailpipes. I figured, man, those cars been sitting there idling forever. What's going on? Are these some kids back there screwing off or what? So I would, go take the trash out and kind of stroll back up there, kind of sneak up on the car. And several times it's that same car salesman fucking some chick in the back of a car.
Really?
A bunch of times. I mean, several times. I'm like, that dude must have been hung to his knees or something, because he was getting all kinds of pussy.
It's smooth talker, man.
No, that's a myth. That's a myth. He was asking him how their day went.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, you might be right on that one.
And acting like he gave a fuck.
Go over and peek in the back window, dude, and it was socks, heels up, dude. It was hilarious.
Good for him.
I
wonder he kept
give them the whistle, dude. They fucking hop, jump around, putting their clothes on faster than you'd ever seen. But I was just laughing, hilarious, many times. And the old boy that operated, owned the place, that said, "Man, look, he's back there in the back parking lot again." He's like, "Really? I got to see this." And they're like, "Oh hell yeah! I mean, I'm gonna give that guy a cup of coffee."
When you're young though, and you're stupid. When you're young and stupid and you don't know shit, you think that's like nirvana, like you've grabbed, you busted through the glass ceiling, and that's really success. But as you get older and your hormones die out, you look back and you think more logically. I mean, that almost seems like a pastime now compared to reality. The world is so goddamn crazy.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I would just it would just seem you would be so vulnerable doing that kind of shit. You can probably still get away with it in high school, maybe college. But after a while, man, I'd be the most paranoid guy in the world. It would just seem like a setup to me. Too good to be true.
No shit.
A lot of bullshit. And you never know when that second shoe's going to drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stick to jacking off and dragon's milk. Safer.
I
Hey,
guess
do what you got to do.
anytime you start dealing with other people, it gets a little complicated, huh?
Yeah. Yep. Is that place still in business? Don't like that?
Yes. Yeah,
Uh,
it's changed hands, but it's still operation. There's a bowling
yeah.
alley, bowling center on one end, and a billiards hall, and like a little game room on the other end of the building. But it's still there.
Oh, wow. That guy ought to write a book, maybe. Start a YouTube channel.
Actually, that dealership has changed hands. It was John Keedy, and now I can't remember what they changed the name of that dealership to, but it's a good sized dealership. It's a real busy corner there, in the Quad Cities.
Yeah. Out there in
It's
the
like
Quad Cities,
just
yeah.
yeah.
There's guys out there that kill it selling that farm machinery.
Oh
Those
yeah, certainly
yeah.
because of
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. The area we're in. There's a lot of shit. I mean, you could drive an hour northeast, south, and west, and you're going to run even into the small, like farm implement dealers, and some of the stuff is construction and forestry stuff too. But like the people who sell like the big, $100 million combines and
Yeah.
$1 million, excavators, backhoes.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
That there's a lot of it because of Caterpillar was real big in this area. I'm trying to think. They're probably a couple hours away now. They're big manufacturer, but obviously John Deere's right here, and we've got several in this area of construction, forestry,
John
earth
Deere
moving
stuff is
equipment.
super expensive.
Yeah. Good service, though. My neighbor, the lady that was a CFO of the bank, she moved about a year ago. Her sister's like second in command as a pilot for John Deere. But if you talk to farmers, it's either International or John Deere. And when you ask them why, it's service.
International Harvester is a good company.
Yep. It's service. I mean, they're not paying extra for this shit because they think they're consenting to getting ripped off. You get into that Kubota and all that Japanese shit.
I mean, you'll save some money probably, but
Yeah, but it depends how you look at it, But if
Yeah.
you look at like those $1 million combines, I mean, that's some pretty damn impressive engineering.
Do you know this whole thing with John Deere though that some people are a little up in arms about it. They basically have like set it up so that you can't really do repair yourself on their equipment. You
Yeah,
basically
I kind of get that though, because
forced to bring it into the shop for service.
that's like the same kind of guy that wants to bring his own parts in to an auto repair facility.
Yeah. I mean, it's also kind of like the iPhone too, right?
Yeah, that kind of shit. I mean, I don't think it's always, a scam. It's just they're getting tired of putting back together something some jackass thought he could fix himself.
Right.
It keeps it legit, and you can't, argue the success of John Deere. I mean, it works.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, it's high quality
get this.
stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's it goes both ways in some
It
situations.
does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. But you look out at
I
these
worked
big.
out here at the Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You work.
No, I worked out here at the Davenport plant, the manufacturing facility, and we've got the Rock Island Arsenal just across the river there, and there at one point in time, the Davenport Construction and Forestry Division now has a big enough machining center to put the rear section of the articulated dump truck. Before, they didn't have a large enough machining center to put the rear section of the articulated dump truck in to machine it, and so they were sending them over to the Rock Island Arsenal, and the Arsenal was machining in them over there. And so there's a partnership, believe it or not, with John Deere and the Rock Island Arsenal, the military installation. And I knew some of the senior engineers over there at the manufacturing facility, and the kind of, you sit around and bullshit with them whenever. My dad retired over there from the Davenport manufacturing facility. So he worked with some of these senior engineers, and so when I got in there, they said, "Oh yeah, I know your dad," blah blah blah. And they'd chit chat with you and whatnot, but they would say that they have a partnership with the Arsenal, and supposedly, for like 36 hours, they could have tank going down the assembly lines of the John Deere manufacturing facility that they had partnerships. So they used to have, it was weird, the manufacturing assembly lines used to have railroad tracks, and they would put these steel wheels on whatever they were manufacturing down the assembly line, and they could switch it over from an excavator to a front end loader, to a fella buncher or articulated dump truck. They could just put those wheels on it. But now they took those railroad tracks off, but they still claim that they could have tanks, military tanks, rolling down the assembly line in a matter of 36 hours or whatever it was.
Really?
In a couple days, they could switch over the tooling and
Mm-hmm.
have some tanks rolling down the line.
I mean, that's how we won World War II, pretty much.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right about that. Cool. Yeah, I bought a John Deere new tractor in Florida like this, but I found out later they made those smaller ones in France.
That makerspace type area that you were streaming video from the other night, you said there was a machine shop in there?
Yeah, I'm the ambassador of the machine shop.
Do you
It's a little
guys have
machine
like
shop. It's nothing crazy big.
do you have like a
little
CNC, like a CNC or like a milling machine kind of set up there at all, or?
Yes, we do. It's small. We can make small little parts. We don't have no Tormach or anything big like that. We can just make small little. Of course, you could make. That's the whole point of. I can't remember the name. Bopak, you probably know the name of the word. That it's a machine to make bigger machines that makes a machine that makes bigger machines. But
well, like
really,
von Neumann device. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what I mean. That's what manufacturing is. You could make a machine that makes bigger machines. but anyway,
Man,
it's just a small,
I think
lathe, a small mill, and like I had discussed.
If I had to choose like one item for like a home machine shop, it'd probably be like a metal lathe. Because there's so many things that you can, like, something breaks on your car, something breaks in like some random item you have. A lot of times, the metal lathe will get you like 90% of the way.
Yeah, and you could put
a replacement part.
Milling attachment.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Put a milling attachment on a lathe. You can't put a lathe on a mill.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's
me
basically
and
what I'm
another
talking about.
We're working on making a CNC plasma cutter. We got a hypotherm plasma cutter.
Oh,
we're making a little
some
CNC.
cool stuff. Yeah, a computer controlled plasma cutter.
And literally,
oh my god, make so many things.
Yeah, it was just literally an idea. I mean, we got the plasma cutter. We had the funds for it, so I got the plasma cutter, and we had an old vending machine that was going to be scrapped. And so I looked at it. I mean, I could flip that thing on its back and take the legs off the bottom of it, weld or mount screw the I welded the legs to the bottom of it, but I probably should have screwed them to it. But it was quick and easy, and that was now my bed. And then I made some sections. I'll probably take a video once I get it all running, maybe post it on YouTube or something like that. But literally, I made this thing from scratch, and with another one of our members, no, I'd say one or two of our other members that had the knowledge and experience with working with the electronic stuff. I got it as far as I wired up the motors with the controllers, and I'm going to need some more help getting the software and all the home sensors and getting everything programmed. But
Yeah, because it needs to have
definitely
accurate position sensing.
a spot to where.
I'd like to have the lathe too.
Yeah, I definitely need stops.
I'd like to have the lathe.
Like I was saying in that little video, we would like to have bigger lathes and bigger machines too, but there's a big liability. If we have a big 1440 lathe, and someone gets tangled up in that thing, it's a man eater.
Oh yeah.
There's no stopping it. That thing would just gobble you up.
Yeah, you ever watch those safety videos that are really over the top that talk about like industrial accident safety,
Of
like
course.
they're like PSAs for how things can go wrong.
I've been in manufacturing, ever since I was, high school, and involved in, safety committees and all this other stuff. And of course,
Yeah,
all it
they
takes-
get
it happens so
goofy
fast.
sometimes, but they're not wrong.
I like the lathe too. You know why?
What's that?
So I can make some big old giant dildos.
Yeah, and the second
they're
you think it
like
won't happen to you, it will.
Some burnished.
I could send one to Lana and
And
Frisky.
Tom, with
I want to send one to Lana and Frisky.
I guarantee you, Tom, a resin 3D printer, you could figure it out. I mean, with all your knowledge of cameras and all that, and figuring all that stuff out, you could figure out a resin 3D printer, and you could print some cool shit on resin 3D printers.
Big dildos.
Probably.
Oh yeah, certainly,
Oh,
probably. No,
you got me interested.
no, probably about it. 110% for certain.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
could
a-
get
Oh,
one
dude,
of
check
these
it out. It's
3D
more
scanners. You could get a 3D scanner and take a scanner yourself and give them a personalized 3D print.
I'd send one to Rick James too.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a 3D printer that disperses like a filament, but then
Yeah.
the resin printers, they're bad to the ass. We've got one there at the collab. We've got several of the filament printers, but there's one resin printer, and you can print things that are so smooth it looked like it was like a blow mold, injection molded piece.
That's all right, Rick. Hey, do you guys think I'd be going overboard if I put like the inch marks on it, like a tape measure? You think that'd be going too
You
far?
can do whatever you want.
Okay, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Bopak, how about your
Is
input
there
on that?
I think you should have it also have the metric readout.
Okay. Good thinking. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, go. I think it's
or
important.
please insert till here, or like when you
Yeah.
when you punch one of those like boxing machines that tells you if you're a
Yeah.
stud or if you're a professional
Yeah.
boxer. You turn it so far you're a super slut or something.
Yeah. Rick says too far when she says stop. Yeah. What's too far? You'd be surprised. I'm going to go all out on this. I like this business concept. I want this to be a place where women can come and chat and feel that they're going to be rewarded later on. Bopak, you with me?
Hey, yep. I muted myself because I was laughing too hard.
I think it's going to get tricky, though. Here's the thing that I worry about. I don't want some of the older women that had menopause 25 years ago just feeling like they have to accept one to be courteous. Yeah, what's your take on that?
I think there's pros and cons.
And what's the pros?
It's something.
Yeah, that's true. What's the cons?
Baggage? I don't know. Everybody's
double-edged sword.
Yeah, I hope I'm not going to offend anybody by this.
Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah, what could go wrong? Yeah, they could always play it off, just go along. It's going to multifaceted. Either they could use it, they could pawn it off as a joke, they could cherish it. I could just, go down the whole line. It's really, I think it's the ultimate gift.
Well, there's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, what? Thank you. Yeah, you're right. I don't think that many, though, compared to most shit. And what do you think they're going to do? Hit plastic, fake baseballs with it? They're going to use it. They're going to show it to their girlfriends and brag.
They'll put it in a shoebox, and then, like, one day, years later,
no, they won't.
You will find it.
Not these ones. Not this one. They're not going to put in the shoebox. They'll need to drill a hole in the end of that thing. No, I just want to be considerate, and I want to let people know that that I've appreciated their interaction. Jenny, I think Jenny's up for one. Lana, she's getting one too. I'm not going to get chintzy with this shit. I'm not going to speculate who I think would really want one and who wouldn't. I'm sending everybody one. I think that's a safe way to do it. I don't want any hurt feelings.
Yeah, it's very considerate.
Yeah, thank you. You want one?
No, I'm okay.
Shit, why not? You better send them one.
Yeah. I want to cover all my bases. No, this is where it would be worth it, Bopak, and that you could just get it, unwrap it, and just leave it on the desk and don't say anything at home. And just get the reaction from your girlfriend. Like, what is this doing here?
It's a sculpture.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly right, man. There's a lot of ways to look at it. See, Frisky so poignantly points out that I'm always thinking of others. I am. I mean, this is what happens in the real world. It's all how you pitch this damn thing. I'm not pitching it as an old pervert that thinks that want to know how you liked it. I'm doing it just as a token of my appreciation for the people that have come on here that can either play it off as something they could use in their everyday life, as a gag gift, or just something to cherish till the day they die and mount on the wall.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at all these. These, I don't know what you call them. Like Spencer's gifts. Or you see them up along the highways that sell the.
The marital
movie store.
Yeah, who goes to those fucking things in this day and age?
Shit, those people, it's a store.
Truckers.
It's a store. It's a business, and they can stay open by selling, sex toys.
Yeah, I just don't get it though. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know who would go to one of those fucking things when you could order it anonymously and check out every fucking model there is in an hour on the internet. It just doesn't make sense to me. The first thing I think when I
drivers.
See,
yeah,
really, what the fuck would truck drivers be doing with that stuff?
Fucking A.
Why they can get what are they going to do with it? I mean, help them keep them awake. I mean, it just doesn't. It just the old brick and mortar.
You want me to call my truck driver friend and let him tell you?
No, with the internet,
sorts of
no, with the
things.
internet and stuff, it just the first thing I think when I see a place selling that shit in this day and age is money laundering. You know?
You think it's like a front?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Frisky says it's next to the
Well,
deer head.
most of them have little private
It is
rooms where
next
you
to the
go
deer heads.
pay them a certain amount of money and you go in these little rooms and
Peep shows?
we call them Jack Shacks. You know, you go in there and rent the
Yeah,
room and pop the
they're
video
about
in and
I think they're about
yeah,
done.
you know, whatever you call it.
Yeah. I just the only thing that gets stuck in my craw is that I just don't like the idea of them villainizing sex. You know, making people feel bad about it and wanting to do it, and connecting it to the Bible. That's my issue. And my way of rebutting that is that when people say when I'm praying for something, I'm praying for the spirit of Johnny Wad and Linda Lovelace to guide me through. I swear to God, if I win the Powerball, if I save 10 Down syndrome babies out of a burning school bus, I hope the fuck the news comes and sticks that microphone in front of me, because I guarantee you that's what I'm going to say. They're going to say, "Well, what do you think of this? What's in your mind?" I'm going to say, "I want to thank the spirit of Johnny Wad and Linda Lovelace." I would take that in lieu of winning the Powerball. I swear to God, I would.
I think that video would go viral, probably.
Yeah, it should. It should go viral because I'm just so tired of this fucking bullshit that I think it would be my chance at one big giant bite at the apple. There were
I
people.
think Dragon's Milk's going to call you tomorrow and ask you if you want sponsorship.
I wish I would. No, I'm not doing any sponsorships either. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have a price. Like I said, I'd suck a donkey dick for $100,000 a month. But for the chump change that these GoPro people and all this, it's not fucking worth it, man. To me, just being yourself is more worth it. That's where it's getting dicey with.
You ever been to Mexico, Tom?
Yeah. Yep. First time I hitchhiked down there when I was 19,
You want to go back?
I got like 9 blowjobs in like 3 days, and I had to call my dad to wire me some money. No, Mexico's too dangerous now.
Mexico is dangerous, yeah.
Fuck
We
that
could probably
place.
make you $100,000 if you want to go down there and suck a donkey dick for $100,000.
I'd suck one for $50,000. Yeah, no, I spent a lot of time in Tijuana, a few different times. I thought Tijuana is like
I'll email you a plane ticket.
No, it's too dangerous down there. All these crazy drug fuckers and shit. There'd be nothing worse than getting killed down there just to get some fucking blowjobs by some stray bullet from a fucking drug dealer.
Yeah, it's not even that. You get like abducted by some.
Yeah, over some stupid weird shit.
I mean, you look at some of the news that comes out of there, and they discover like this mass burial of
Yeah, that kind of shit.
bodies.
When you're
How does that even happen?
when you're in any country and you see the cops, you're supposed to feel safe. Not down that fucking place.
Mm.
The cops turn their lights on. It's like, holy shit, now what?
Yeah, I think it's like the same in like Eastern Europe. It's like when you're dealing with the cops, it's like you better have a bribe ready.
Yeah. I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I know a lady in law enforcement up here. And
100%.
she said that there's all sorts of crazy shit that goes down there with police stops. And it's just not worth it to me, man. I mean, you can get crazy enough in places like Fort Lauderdale and South Beach. I don't like that kind of stuff, really. Now, I wouldn't mind sailing a goddamn boat over to Cuba, hanging out in those beaches in Havana for a month or two. But when it's that commercialized like it is in Tijuana or Denmark, it turns me off. Chicken Ranch and Paradise, Paul Rump, Nevada. Those women aren't even that good looking, man. I've been to those goddamn places with people, and it's like, it's not that I'm that picky either. I got a pretty low bar for blowjobs. And when I went into the Chicken Ranch, and I thought I wouldn't let any of these girls blow me, let alone pay for it. They're pretty goddamn ugly. It's not like
Your standards are too high, Tom.
Well, I've had some, yeah, but I mean, it just was surprising to me that it's the same kind of jack-offs that go on Oprah and claim that they've had the best sex of their life after 70. And the only thing I can think of is that you must have not had much sex when you were young, because that almost seems impossible.
Yeah, that might be true.
I kind of got that vibe with the kind of guys that you saw hanging around whorehouses, that they were just guys that hadn't had much sex. Any sex they had, they paid for. And to them, it was a big deal that was worth it. Where I'd, by that time, been too far down the pike, just an average guy, nothing exceptional. But I thought they were all old, and I wouldn't have considered paying any of them for sex. I'm looking for like the Leave It to Beaver mom and shit like that.
It's kind of the same thing with like strip clubs, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, strip clubs are terrible. I hadn't been in a strip club in probably 20 years. And that Red Roof Inn I stay in down Detroit, he wanted me to go to a strip club. It's like, okay, I'll go. And I've never been that bored in my life. We went to like 4 of them. I didn't find any of these women attractive in even the slightest bit. And then what's even worse is they want to sit down and talk to you. Oh, God, man. I give them $100 just to get lost.
Yeah, exactly. And then suddenly there's $100 missing from
That's
your
a
wallet.
trap.
Yeah, no, but you realize when you get into these places that a lot of it basically comes down to loneliness with guys. That's
Yeah,
the only female interaction they can get. And, the women are just doing their hustle, and the men don't have a plan B.
Yeah. I think like it comes down to like pretty early like interactions. Like if you legitimately never interacted with women like early on in your
Yeah,
life
you're probably
and you
right.
become like a full adult, then you're gonna have a weird different time.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah. Yep. That stuff really doesn't even interest me that much anymore. It's all purple hair and nose rings and tramp stamps. And
Something like that.
they're like fucking 50 years old. You're not seeing any college cheerleader look-alike in there anymore. They're on that Friends or what's that internet bullshit?
No.
Friends. They're up riding a big 24-inch dildo making 10 times as much. That's the bottom of the barrel now, strippers.
Are you saying OnlyFans?
Yeah, OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're riding a big double dong that's 24 inches long.
I mean, people pay for that shit.
Oh, I know. Making $500 an hour. Who the fuck would topless dance anymore? That's the bottom of the barrel. They've had like fucking C-sections and fucking quad triplets and shit. Fuck that. I needed a pair of fucking night vision goggles to stay longer than 20 minutes. It's not good. That whole industry has changed so much. I'm sure there's some place out in bumfucked Egypt where it's still popular. But as far as just young guys going to see attractive women nude, it's slim pickings.
If you drive through
Hey, Joe.
Pennsylvania on Route 15, there's a strip club that has a private hot tub. It's in the middle of nowhere, and some very nice ladies work there.
Well, I knew a guy that modeled full time that was really attracted to those kind of women. And in Las Vegas, they have the 6-foot rule. This was way before COVID and all that shit. And they made their money on the couch that was upstairs. And I'm telling you, man, I'd tell you, because she'd tell me it wasn't any sex. She said you made 10 times the money when there was no sex. It was a fine line between juggling a guy that was interested in you sexually and not having any sexual encounter with him. And you made way more money not having sex than having sex. The $200 bottle of Boone's Farm wine. She said, she said they made the most money?
$200.
Dude,
Bottle
it's
of
the
Boone's
same
Farm.
thing as like a
Golly.
fast food restaurant.
Oh, but they'd sit down on the couch. I'm telling you, man, it's easy. And they would stroke this male ego. You know who she said their best clients were? Pro athletes.
Well, they got the money to burn.
Not only they have the money, but these girls were experts at making guys feel good, which is actually a bigger high than sex sometimes. Like geisha girls.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And if you were smart and intelligent and good
Disposable
looking,
income.
you
It's like you were
you
saying.
think you were going to bang these chicks, and it never happened.
They
But you know what?
the
The
drinks.
fact that it never happened is what kept you coming back. If
It's
you banged them, that'd be it.
you get
Yeah,
the
long time standing
Wow.
call.
They've opened several strip clubs here in this
Look at what got
area,
Tiger Woods.
20 years.
It makes complete sense. Tiger Woods. It makes 100% complete sense to me. She made him feel good. He fucked up though because I think he had a really quality, good wife. It's been down. You look at his life ever since that. It's been downhill ever since. With some dumb bimbo, stupid titty dancer.
I think I
people forget that shit though. Didn't he come back?
Not really.
25 years ago, they opened a couple strip clubs and they're real popular.
I get bored in a strip club now.
I used to date a few of those strippers. Actually, one still lives 3 or 4 blocks from me now.
See, that's a
She still
huge
lives over
ego rush for a guy dating a stripper.
She's no longer stripping, obviously, but
But I mean, when guys, date these strippers, they look at that as like it's like a black guy and a white chick, like as a real step up. I mean, the date is there on
I didn't
attractive,
give a fuck.
no, attractive,
I wouldn't strike
single black women having a difficult time having romance with men of their own race. It's just the way it is. Why? Because they're defecting to other ethnicities. It's just the way
I
it
met
is.
these girls outside of the strip club.
You did? Where? Where?
Me, not me approaching them. No, just one of them was my friend's sister, and one of them lived in the neighborhood.
Gotcha.
Always partying, and she'd show up or something like that, and we'd be at a party, house party, and got to know each other, and blah blah blah.
You think it's going anywhere with this girlfriend?
This was 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah. You think it's going anywhere with this girlfriend?
Well, of mine?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
How old are you now?
I wouldn't have a problem if it would do, but
How old are you now?
She's got a good head on her shoulders, and am I?
Yeah, how old are you now?
I'm 42.
Yeah, you got some time yet.
I did 42.
Yeah, 42's.
And
you're still in the mix.
I think she's 4 years younger than I am. And, she's got a good head on her shoulders. And, I'm not 100% that I'd really want to move out of this area. But I don't know. I guess once my son, graduates and goes to college or goes off to do whatever he wants to do with his life, I guess I don't have anything holding me down to this area besides my family being around here. But I know my girlfriend, she wants to eventually get out of this area. And so I don't know, if if she leaves this area, if I have to, follow her, or if we will ever, become long-term relationship. But I was always into it, looking at a long-term relationship. I've had too many of the short-term shits, and
if you don't do it by 50, you won't.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, I would rest it all on hormones.
In some ways, I don't know. In some
I
ways,
had
I've
one.
always kind of been a loner. In some ways, not. I mean, I've had some bouts and some long stretches with women, and then I've had some short stretches without women.
Long
And I don't know.
Opak.
I guess
Opak.
Yeah,
I've
what's
learned
up?
to be
You
a
said he
loner,
had some
kind of.
long stretches.
Some long stretches, yeah. I know about that one.
Opak's in the same
Stretch the
boat as
skin
you
off,
are. Opak's in the same boat you
stretch,
are.
stretch a mile before tear an inch.
You guys get around 50 and you're going to start looking at
You
this
stretch the
shit
skin
differently.
off it, huh?
You're going to start looking at this whole thing differently. I'm telling you, man, it's all chemicals.
No, I see where you're coming from with most of this stuff. It either, it either breaks one way or it breaks the other.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you're right about that. But I'm 100% believer in this. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I mean, you could say, yeah, you're getting older. Yeah, I am, right? But in a lot of ways, if you laid it both out on the table, if I could be you guys or me, I'd rather be me. Because during those times, it wasn't like as happy as you think it would have been. And now it's like the ride is over, and I'm cool with it. It's great.
But what if you could know what you know now when you were my age?
Yeah, well, I think it would have made it worse. I'd probably can that fucking girlfriend tomorrow.
I think that there's something to be said for kind of like a youthful ignorance
Yeah, absolutely right. I say that all the time.
that
It's like the
affects
big
behavior.
thing about getting older is that I'm not naive anymore, and that costs me. Yep. But
I,
on the other hand, maybe it's working like it's supposed to. I mean, there'd be
Oh,
nothing
would
worse.
it? If you know what you knew,
what's that?
if you knew what you knew now, when you were my age, you'd be living like Hugh Hefner. You'd have a smoking jacket and 10 girls in your bed.
That's true. But on the reverse part about it, in like a
And
real
a
world,
prosthetic pecker.
I'm just saying that if you strip away that sexual urge, you just take it away. Forget what the reasons are. It's just gone. You're going to look at the equation much differently. You really are. You're sexually attractive to the women you're with.
I
And
think that that's true, but I also think that like it's the same thing with like you talk about like platonic friendships. Like there's people that you're friends with that you want to spend time with, and it's not like you're just
right.
trying
Yeah, you're right.
to screw them. You
I'll
know?
tell you this. I'll tell you this. You think of the women that you're friends with. How many you're friends with that you wouldn't screw under the right circumstances?
Yeah. Okay. So that is and you got to be careful with that one too.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean,
I mean,
and
if it was as pure as like you allude to,
that's
you'd
biology.
you'd have 20 obese friends that you love that you'd never consider having sex with, and by chance, it just happens where it didn't work out that way. That's my whole point.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, so, like, there's a whole bunch of people that like I've kept in touch with, like, over the years, and a lot of mutual friends, and over the years, like, people sort of pair off, get married, get in relationships and stuff, and there are so many like lingering things from when back in the day, like there was a sexual attraction between
Yeah.
two different people, and over the course of like a decade or something, you can have all kinds of these weird twisted webs of crap like that. Can kind of make you insane if you think too much about it. Best to just
Yeah.
let it go.
Bopak, you mark my words, you're going to get pinned down someday.
I think I'm already pinned down, man.
No, you haven't got the ultimatum yet,
Yeah, I guess not.
which is okay. It's fine. You know what I mean? It's hard to come to grips with that sometimes, but you know, life is subtle as you age. All of a sudden, you're there. It's going to happen to you. I'm not saying it's necessarily probably good for you, you know.
And you know, Tom, you don't have any children. You know, having kids changes your life, man.
Yeah, it probably does. Yeah. Yep. No, I think you're right. Well, I think I'm going to go to bed, you guys. I got to carry on my babysitting job tomorrow. Not till about noon, so I'll have a little time in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta get up too. So
A good chat.
What's
Thank
the
you.
plan with your Astro van?
Well, I'm going to get this Toyota on the road Friday, and the Astrovan. If it's not too bad, I'll try and milk it out for another 10 or 15,000 miles with just a intake manifold gasket. But if other than that, I'm just going to scrap it. I hate to do it, man. Believe me, but it just doesn't make any sense sinking that money into it.
I
Doesn't.
hear you.
I love the goddamn thing, but really, man, you wouldn't think you could get attached to a fucking piece of machinery, but I have. I had it happen a little bit with airplanes. I thought, you know, this fucking thing carried me all over the goddamn place. The engine never quit. A little bit I felt bad, but not a lot. It's a mechanical piece of equipment, and without a human operating it isn't anything. But the old Astrovan, man, that motherfucker has taken me around since I bought it new in 2003. And I hate to part with it.
Well, find a electronic garage and have a Tesla motor put in that motherfucker, and it'd go forever.
Yeah, you know, but you got the body, the trans, the rust, that kind of thing. You know, Dave's got some pretty good ideas on this whole thing. You know, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to run it by him too. You know. Well, you guys have a good day
Oh,
tomorrow.
shit. If it's electric, there is no transmission.
No, but that electric
Direct
shit.
drive.
That's still a long ways away from practical, unless you work a mile down the street. Find me someone that went from Detroit to Florida in a Tesla. Every goddamn lot I go through with the Tesla stations, there's nothing plugged into them. It's a myth. If you live in LA and you got a ton of money and you drive a mile to work, now we're talking. But if you don't, you can have it. That battery stuff's limited.
yeah, they're getting better, but not doing away with the old gasoline anytime soon.
No, they're still limited, especially if you've got to use heat or air conditioning. Yeah, you can have them. Well, have a good night, you guys.
Good night.
Have a good day tomorrow. Bopak,
Go easy.
don't light that. You take care. We'll party all night someday.
I'll shoot you some emails, Tom.